The market hits our wave 5 target. Now, can the bears step in? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in yesterday's video, we talked about the fact that we were looking for the market to continue higher toward our 40.30 to 40.50 target on the S&P futures, and that's exactly what we saw. The market pushed up towards 40.43 and closed bullishly. So now we have to ask ourselves, can the bears step in? I'll get into that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, remember we swing trade on this channel. We bought back near the low here and sold today at our wave 5 target high and did very well on our trade, as you can see on the screen. So if you'd like to be a part of a trading group that uses great risk management and cares about its people and wants you to succeed, stay tuned for later in the video. For now, let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart for the S&P 500, and once we got this pattern set up and established that we were looking at a leading diagonal, we plotted it out and the market played it out pretty darn well. We were looking for what we got: a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and today we got wave 5 higher to complete that diagonal. Now, I know some of you don't like this structure because the wave 4 is so deep and it's not exactly right, but remember that this low struck here was in the overnights, which can be noise on the futures chart. And if we switch over to the SPX really quickly, you'll see that it's almost a picture-perfect diagonal. Okay, wave 1 up, 2 down, wave 3 just shy of wave 1, and then wave 4 down into wave 1 territory, and wave 5 up, hitting our target. So on the SPX, this looks really nice. It's a very good-looking leading diagonal. Now the question is, will the bulls be able to hold the pullback? So let's go back to the futures for 1 second. Okay, so as I said, we have the wave 1 up. So this 5-wave move up completes wave 1 of wave C in a leading diagonal, okay? So we're looking for wave C of B to the upside, bigger wave B, and this is wave 1 of that. So we'd look for a 5-wave move in C. This completed wave 1. So from here, the expectation, okay, they can push it a little higher. They hit 40.43. They can push it up to the 40.50 area. Even 40.60 is okay, a little bit of a throw over, but not much past that. We would look for a pretty sharp sell-off back toward the 39.17 to 38.87 area. Okay, that's going to be a pretty deep support area, and that's usually what happens on diagonals. You get a sharp sell-off back to the origination point, which is right in here. And so you get that sharp sell-off back into that 39.17, 38.87 area on the futures. And then we look for the start of wave 1 of 3 higher, and then, of course, 2 of 3, and on from there to the next level up toward our 4,300 plus target that we've been talking about since last October. So with that, okay, they need to kind of keep this contained under the 40.60 area. Over 40.60 and especially over 40.66, and it starts to look like we might be in a wave 3 already. So how can we be in a wave 3? Well, in that case, and this does not look good on the SPX chart, but it can be made on the futures chart. Well, we could argue that there's even a bigger leading diagonal for wave 1. Now, I do not like that count. It is not something I am putting hardly any stock into, but it is possible that we are making a diagonal for a bigger wave 1, where this is wave 1 here of the diagonal. Then you got a wave 2 pullback to here, and then we're starting wave 3 up in that case, okay? Now, if that's going to be the case, we should target the 41.06 area. All right, and then we would look to pull back in wave 4 from there into this wave 1 territory area around the 4,000 level, and then back up for wave 5. Now, again, I do not like this count, but it is something we have to look at if they do decide to take this higher. We have a lot of bullish setups in different things, the bottoming signals, the MACD, all crossing at the right times, at the right places. But we do have a little bit of negative divergence on the futures MACD here on the 1 hour, which is usually a signal that we should see some selling and come back down a little bit, which is perfect for our wave 2 setup and our primary count. So we do have the Fed tomorrow. It's a big catalyst. The market can move very quickly in 2 directions. So we do have to be cautious of what's going on and how it can affect. Now, the bearish count would be that we have wave 1 down here that we got over at the 39.25 area. We got a wave 2 up here towards 40.80. And then this, okay, so wave 2 up. And this would be wave 1 of 3. This would be wave 2 of 3. And if we come down and break this low right here, Okay, this looks like we're in 3 of 3 to the downside in that bigger sell-off that we've been talking about toward the 2,900 to 2,500 area. This has gotten pretty high into this wave 2. It's over most standard resistance areas. And so it does make me think that this is not going to play out, especially given the posture of the MACD, as I've said on several charts, the bottoming signal we've seen in the overall bullish posture that many indicators are in right now. So I do suspect we'll get selling, at least some selling, but I don't think we'll break this low from the Fed tomorrow. So big catalyst tomorrow, and it can dictate exactly which count we're in and how they react. But the primary count and the most reasonable count, in my opinion, is that we are completing wave 1 up, and we'd be looking for a wave 2 pullback toward the 39.17 to 38.87 area. So that'd be a pretty nasty sell-off from the Fed, and that's what you'd expect to see after a diagonal, is pretty strong selling into support, and then you'd expect them to start higher from there. Over on the NASDAQ, okay, as we've been saying for a while now, the NASDAQ is in a bullish posture. It has moved up over the 1,236, just shy of the 1,382 at 12,915, but we're really looking for that 13,050 target. So it does have some room to the upside to still move about 200 points higher from where it is right now. And then we would look for a pullback into that 12,702 area before pushing up to the 12,258 to 13,602 area to complete this B wave to the high side as our primary count. Now, for our secondary count on the NASDAQ, okay, we are looking for this 12,490 area to break. This is the pivot right here. And if that breaks, okay, it doesn't mean we're headed down. It's just a warning to the bulls that, one, either it's going to be a choppy ride higher to complete this move higher because we've broken the pivot, okay, and very often when you break the pivot to the downside, you get overlapping waves on the move back up in a diagonal type format, or two, we are going to go back down. And until we break this low down here around the 11,800 area, until we break that low, okay, the NASDAQ still has a bullish posture as well. So those are the two counts we're looking at on the NASDAQ. We would like to see them hit the 13,050 area before seeing them sell off about 300 or so points, and then pushing higher up toward that 13,250 to 13,600 area to complete the move up we've been talking about again since October. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link. It will take you right over to the website. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there. I want you to become part of our trading team, and I want you to love it before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. We just started our training program, Elliott Wave for Beginners. You can see we have all the videos up here. And this comes with both memberships, as will all of our training plans in the future. In our first membership, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I go over exactly where we are in the count, as well as the training videos you just saw. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade, which means our trades can last anywhere from a few days to a few months, so they don't trade quite as often as a day trading room does. However, if you are interested in day trading, as well as individual stocks, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that absolutely crushes the market. He gets you in at a cheap price and gets you big multiples on your money, and it's how he structures the trade that's so unique. Something you really have to see to understand, and that's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account, trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we would love to have you in here so we can all make money together. All right, the key takeaways for today. On the ES, we are mostly looking for a pullback. I can push it a little higher towards 40.60, but mostly we're looking for a pullback into that 39.17 to 38.87 area. However, if they do break below that and break this low, it can be sayonara to the bottom side. And if they do push higher over 40.66, then we have to start looking higher towards the 41.06 area before seeing our next pullback. Over on the NASDAQ, a little bit more bullish of a setup. They do have some room to run to the upside toward the 13,050 level. From there, we look for about a 300-point sell-off down to 12,700, and then another move higher towards 13,250 to 13,600 to complete the move up. Otherwise, if they break the 490 area, we could either get a move down in a flush, as we've been talking about on both the S&P and the NASDAQ, and a C wave down if they break this low, or it could indicate we're going to have a choppy ride higher toward that 13,600 area. Guys, that is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.